permission of all dignitaries and guests present here, I would like to quote a few lines penned by our illustrious and beloved former Prime Minister, Bharat Ratna, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. I strongly believe that these lines are extremely relevant in the context of a forum such as India Mobile Congress. बाधाएं आती हैं आए, घिरे प्रलय की घोर घटाएं, पाँव के नीचे अंगारे, सिर पर बरसें यदि ज्वालाएं, निज हाथों से हंसते हंसते आग लगाकर चलना होगा, आग लगाकर जलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा। हास्य रदन में तूफानों में, मगर असंख्यक बलिदानों में, उद्यानों में, वीरानों में, अपमानों में, सम्मानों में, उन्नत मस्तक भरा सीना, पीड़ाओं में पड़ना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा। Honorable Excellencies, dignitaries, and our guests from ASEAN and BIMSTEC countries, Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, Government of Cambodia, Minister of Transport and Communication, Government of Myanmar, Minister of Communication and Information Technology, Government of Nepal, Vice Minister, Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication, Laos, Chairman, Telecom Dispute Settlement and Appellate Tribunal, Justice Kirti Singh ji, Chairman, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, Dr. Ram Sevak Sharma, Secretary, Telecom and Chairperson, Telecom Commission, Srimati Aruna Sundarajan, leading lights from the industry, Chairman, Reliance Industry, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Chairman, Bharti Enterprises, Mr. Sunil Bharti Mittal, Chairman, Aditya Birla Group, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, Mr. Vivek Badrinath, CEO, Vodafone Africa, Middle East and Asia Pacific Operations, the Special Secretary, Mr. Shiv Salam, distinguished guests from the industry, government, regulators, academia and startup, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to you all. At the outset, I take the opportunity to welcome you all to the second edition of India Mobile Congress. We started on this journey last year to provide a platform for constructive and meaningful engagement of the various stakeholders in digital communication sector in order to build greater cooperation and synergy among them. Encouraged by the excellent response to the inaugural event, we are now ready to kick off the second edition. IMC 2018 builds on the success we achieved last year and promises to offer a far more enriching experience to us all. In fact, I am of the firm belief that India Mobile Congress is well on the way to becoming an important annual event in our calendar. I would like to congratulate the organizers and hosts of India Mobile Congress 2018, the Department of Telecommunications, Government of India and the Cellular Operators Association of India for their hard work to make this event a grand success. I wish to assure the team that has worked behind the scene to put up this event that your untiring effort is well recognized and deeply appreciated. Information and communication technology is today deeply intertwined with almost every aspect of our individual, societal and global endeavor. Digitalization has emerged as the key driver for global economic growth with the integration of data-driven technologies into every sphere of human activity. At the heart of this paradigm shift is the splendid proliferation of digital connectivity. In order to illustrate the magnitude and the scale of change we are talking about, please allow me to briefly highlight certain numbers from the Indian context. Today, India is the largest consumer of mobile data globally at 3.4 billion GB per month. To put this number in the right perspective, it It is more than the consumption of the United States of America and the People's Republic of China combined. On the other hand, the tariff for data services has seen a drastic reduction of nearly 95% over the last 4 years from $4 per gigabit in 2014 to nearly $0.20 per gigabyte today. Such is the power of universal affordable access. During the last 4 years, the number of telecom towers in the country have more than doubled from 8 lakhs in 2014 to 18 lakhs today. We have also doubled the optical fiber penetration in the country from 7 lakh kilometers in 2014 to 14 lakh kilometers in 2018. Several entities gracing this inaugural session today have contributed to this drastic transformation in the digital communications infrastructure. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to them for being an integral part of our exciting journey as a nation. A few years ago, we launched Digital India, a flagship program of our government. It embodies the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji to transform India into a digitally inclusive and empowered society, where the benefits of digital connectivity are available to each and every citizen, and where human aspirations are not limited by considerations of practicality and feasibility. As we aptly summarize in Hindi, Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, that is the development of all with the participation of all. As an enabler of Digital India, we have executed a unique project BharatNet to broadband enable our 250,000 Gram Panchayats cluster of villages in the country by March 2019. It gives me immense pleasure to share with you that through accelerated execution over the last 2 years, we have reached the halfway mark in this journey by laying nearly 300,000 kilometers of optical fiber cable across the length and breadth of the country. In fact, at the peak of this project, we managed to lay nearly 800 kilometers of underground optical fiber cable per day. In terms of scale, BharatNet is possibly the largest rural connectivity project in the world. The infrastructure it creates will be available for use by all service providers on a non-discriminatory basis. While BharatNet aims to take the social and economic benefits of digital connectivity to the rural and remote corners of our vast country, we are also supplementing it with focused mobile connectivity projects targeted at hitherto neglected regions of the country. The comprehensive telecom development plan with an outlay of more than rupees 10,000 crore is under implementation to significantly augment mobile connectivity in the northeastern region. Similarly, we have undertaken accelerated implementation of the project to connect the Andaman and Nicobar Islands with the mainland using submarine cable. During the last 2 years, we have also undertaken meaningful reform-centric measures to make it easier to do business in this sector. Spectrum trading and spectrum sharing are now allowed to drive greater efficiency in resource usage, sharing of fiber towers and base transceiver stations to improve utilization of infrastructure, easing of right-of-way rules to enhance speed and reduce cost of execution, and enabling full mobile number portability to offer convenience to subscribers. Talking about the future 5G, as we all know, is a topic of immense relevance to India today. The government is playing an enabling and facilitating role in fostering the development of robust 5G ecosystem in the country. Our objective is to position India as a globally synchronized participant in the exploration, design, development and manufacture of 5G-based technologies, products and applications. In order to promote the emergence of innovative solutions through effective testing of 5G technologies, we have established advanced 5G technology test beds in collaboration with the industry and premier academic institutions of India, such as IIT Madras and the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Budgetary support for this important initiative has already been carved out. These test beds provide the enabling environment for testing of technology and its refinement as a precursor to final adoption. We are now also moving forward with initiating field trials to further assess the capabilities and strengths of 5G technology. The high-level forum for 5G India 2020 was set up by the government in September 2017 under chairmanship of Professor A.J. Paul Raj, Professor Stanford University and the Padma Bhushan awardee, to articulate the vision for 5G in India and to recommend the required policy initiatives and action plans. The high-level forum has submitted its recommendation to the government on the 23rd August 2018, which are currently under deliberation. In this context, I must also make a brief mention of our National Digital Communications Policy 2018, which was approved by the Union Cabinet in August this year. This policy defines our path for the next 5 years in order to align the efforts of various stakeholders and help us foster and sustain a robust, competitive and citizen-centric digital communication sector in the country. Its 3 missions: connect India, propel India and secure India, embody our goals and strategies to achieve our vision. I expect the implementation of the NDCP 2018 to greatly accelerate our move to a state where digital communication becomes the biggest multiplier in the socio-economic growth and development of India. It gives me immense pleasure to state that our experience of executing projects such as BharatNet and catering to the ever-evolving needs and aspirations of the diverse population gives us the expertise to offer assistance to our friendly and neighboring countries. Our approach to bilateral as well as multilateral partnerships has historically been and will continue to be founded on the twin pillars of a strong trust and mutual benefit. In developing and leveraging such partnerships, we are guided by well-established principles of transparency and cooperation. As we have always said, we believe in sharing the know-how as much as the know-whys. It is our firm belief that through collaboration and effective partnerships, we will collectively make our planet a more equitable and more harmonious place to live in. Before I conclude, I once again congratulate the organizers and participants of India Mobile Congress 2018. I sincerely believe that your 3 days at this event will be enriching and rewarding in several aspects, and that the idea generated, the partnerships forged, and the plans developed here will be a significant part of our journey towards a digitally empowered society. I wish everyone a thoroughly meaningful and enjoyable experience here. Thank you. Jai Hind.